It is often said that the line between life and death on our highways is thin. But for the residents of Bagudo local government area in Kebbi State, that line was drawn by a gallant team of police officers this week. We are talking about a major victory that has likely saved hundreds of innocent lives, even if we don't know the names of the people who were targeted. You clicked on this video because you saw the headline about millions recovered and a bandit meeting his end. But the details of what happened on the night of Tuesday, February 4, 2026 are far more intense than any headline can capture. This is a story of bravery, quick thinking, and a massive recovery of deadly weapons that were heading straight for our communities. Let's set the scene properly because it is important to understand the gravity of what our security forces are facing every single night. It was around 9 p.m., a time when most honest people are settling down with their families or preparing for bed. But on the lonely roads of Bagudo, the darkness hides a lot of evil. The operatives of the Police Special Tactical Squad were out on what they call a routine patrol. But in Nigeria today, we know that nothing is ever truly routine. Every stop and search is a potential life or death situation, and Tuesday night proved exactly that. The officer spotted a motorcycle, a boxer motorcycle to be precise. Now, we all know that motorcycles are the preferred vehicle for these bandits because they can move fast through the bush paths where police trucks cannot go. But what made this particular bike suspicious was that it was unregistered. No plate number, no identification. Just two men riding through the dark. The police flagged them down for a standard security check just to ask, "Who are you and where are you going?" But these were not ordinary travelers. The moment they realized the game was up, the suspects didn't pull over to chat. They opened fire. Imagine the chaos of that moment, the silence of the night suddenly shattered by the sound of gunfire aimed directly at police officers. The suspects were desperate. They knew what they were carrying in their bags and they were willing to kill to protect it. But the police were ready. They didn't panic. They engaged the bandits in a fierce gun duel right there on the road. When the smoke cleared, one of the bandits lay dead, neutralized by the superior firepower of the police. The second suspect, realizing that he was outmatched, abandoned his partner and ran into the bush. However, the police spokesperson, SP Bashir Usman, confirmed that this second man did not escape unscathed. He fled with gunshot wounds. That means somewhere out there in the bushes of Bagudo or heading towards the border, there is a wounded man desperate for medical attention. This is a critical time for local communities to be vigilant, and we will talk more about that in a moment. But first, let's talk about what they found. This is the part that will make your jaw drop. When the officers searched the scene, they recovered a camouflage uniform, and inside that bag was an arsenal of destruction. They found 586 rounds of live AK-47 ammunition. Let me repeat that for emphasis. 586 rounds. Do you know the damage that can be done with that amount of firepower? A standard AK-47 magazine holds 30 rounds. These two men were carrying enough bullets to reload nearly 20 full magazines. That is enough ammunition to sack an entire village, to hold a community hostage for hours, or to fight a small war. The recovery of these 586 rounds is the real million-dollar victory here. On the black market, ammunition is expensive, but the value of the lives that would have been lost if those bullets reached their destination is priceless. They also found 3 AK-47 magazines ready to be loaded. It is terrifying to think about where they were heading. Were they resupplying a camp in the forest? Were they planning an attack on a specific town that night? We may never know, but we thank God that those bullets are now in the custody of the Kebbi State Police Command and not in the chamber of a bandit's rifle. Now, let's address the financial part of the headline. Alongside the deadly weapons, the police recovered cash, 404,500 naira to be exact. And while some might say, oh, that is not millions in cash, we have to look at the bigger picture. In the world of banditry, cash is fuel. That money was likely meant for logistics, for fueling bikes, for bribing informants, or for buying food for their camps. Disrupting that money disrupts their operations. And when you combine the value of the unregistered motorcycle, the expensive ammunition, the magazines, and the cash, the police have indeed stripped these criminals of millions of naira worth of assets and operational capability. They also found a camouflage uniform. This is perhaps one of the most dangerous items recovered. We often hear stories of bandits dressing up as soldiers or security agents to trick villagers or to set up fake checkpoints on the highway. By recovering this uniform, the police have stopped a potential deception that could have led to kidnapping or death for unsuspecting travelers who might have stopped for what they thought was a military checkpoint. I want to take a brief second to ask you, our viewers, how does it make you feel knowing that just two men on a bike were transporting over 500 rounds of ammunition? It really exposes the scale of arms trafficking we are dealing with. If this was just one bike, how many others are slipping through? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And please, if you are enjoying this breakdown and you want to support our channel so we can keep bringing you these detailed reports, do me a huge favor and smash that like button right now. It really helps the video spread to more Nigerians who need to know what is happening. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. We are building a community here that values the truth, and I don't want you to miss out. Back to the story. The Commissioner of Police in Kebbi State, Umar Mohammed Hadeija, has been very clear about what this victory means. He has reiterated the command's commitment to protecting lives and property, but he gave a warning and a plea. He knows that the police cannot be everywhere at once. The success of this operation was partly due to a routine patrol, but consistent success requires information. The second suspect is still on the run, and he is wounded. A man with gunshot wounds will eventually need help. He might buy drugs from a local chemist, he might seek out a traditional healer, or he might try to hide in a remote settlement. The police are calling on all residents of Bagudo and the surrounding areas to be the eyes and ears of the law. If you see someone with unexplained injuries or someone acting suspiciously in your area, you must report it. Your information could be the key to catching the partner of the neutralized bandit and finding out where this massive shipment of ammunition came from. This incident also highlights the importance of the ban on unregistered motorcycles in many parts of the country. Criminals rely on anonymity. They rely on being able to move without being traced. This boxer motorcycle had no registration, meaning it was a ghost vehicle. The police were right to flag it down. It shows that enforcing traffic laws isn't just about revenue, it is a vital part of national security. We also have to give credit to the Special Tactical Squad. Engaging in a gunfight at night is not like in the movies. It is chaotic and terrifying. These officers stood their ground against men armed with automatic weapons. They put their lives on the line to ensure that those 586 bullets did not kill you or me or our families. It's a reminder that despite the challenges, there are dedicated men and women in uniform working hard to keep us safe. As we wrap up this report, the investigation is still ongoing. The police have the two mobile phones recovered from the bandits. This is a gold mine of intelligence. Who were they calling? Who sent them the money? Who gave them the ammunition? We hope that the police can use this digital evidence to track down the sponsors and the suppliers. Because until we cut off the supply of weapons, the fight continues. So that's the situation in Kebbi State as of today. A major tragedy averted, one criminal gone, and a massive haul of ammunition off the streets. But the hunt for the second man continues. We will keep you updated if there are any new developments on his capture. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay vigilant. If you see something, say something.